The unspoken spark. It started in ninth grade, on the first day. The seating chart was chaos, and she landed beside me, completely by chance. Astra was a whirlwind of light and nervous energy. As our elbows brushed over a shared textbook, I felt it, a soft, unforgettable spark. The kind that makes your chest feel suddenly too small. Soon, the space between the desks was gone. We became inseparable during lunch breaks, sharing my mother's terrible cucumber sandwiches and Astra's endless supply of silly jokes. Everyone saw us as just friends. They teased us about being a pair. But only I knew the truth. I wasn't falling for a friend. I was falling for her. My secret crush became my daily routine. I would wait for her by her locker, the dull corridors suddenly electric when she arrived. I helped her puzzle through geometry homework late into the afternoon and walked the long way home just to keep her company. I did all the things a boy does when he likes a girl more than she could possibly imagine, but the words always stayed locked behind my teeth. I drafted the confession 100 times in my head. Astra, I think. I'd clear my throat, my heart slamming against my ribs like a trapped bird. But then the fear would hit me, cold and certain. If she says no, I will lose my best friend. That friendship, that closeness, was too precious to risk for an uncertainty. Silence felt safer than heartbreak. One late Tuesday afternoon, as we were sharing a milkshake, she leaned in, her eyes shining with excitement. "Julian, promise you won't tell anyone," she whispered. "I think I really like someone." My stomach dropped faster than a stone in a well. It hurt, a deep, immediate ache, but I smiled, wide and genuine, because that's what good friends do. After that, my affection became a strange, dual-edged thing. I watched her from across the classroom, happy when she succeeded, thrilled when she laughed. She would smile at the others, at the boy she liked, at their shared jokes, and every time, I felt the familiar bittersweet ache. Joy and sharp pain, woven together, a silent internal drama I could never perform for the world. Even knowing she wanted someone else, my care for her never wavered. I helped her prepare for the end-of-year exams, crafting elaborate flashcards and color-coded notes. I encouraged her when she doubted herself. I was her anchor, her biggest champion, simply because her happiness mattered more than my own unspoken desires. The last day of senior year arrived too fast. Diplomas were handed out, futures were whispered, and promises were made. When she came up to me, her eyes were wet. She didn't say goodbye, she just hugged me, tightly, squeezing the air out of my lungs. "Don't forget me, okay?" she asked, her voice thick with emotion. I wanted to pull back and say, how can I forget someone I love more than the world? But the old fear held me captive one last time. I loosened the embrace and managed only one word, the one she needed to hear: never. I stood there, rooted to the spot, watching her walk toward her waiting parents, a million words staying inside my heart, unspoken, unheard. Years passed. We went to different cities, pursued different lives. We both moved on, finding new routines, new partners, new chapters. But sometimes, when I close my eyes and think back to the noise and smell of the old high school, it's her smile I remember first. The first light I ever knew. My first love. The one I never confessed.